You're exactly in the middle, you can sit in that seat.
It's such a part.
Actually, this looks more like right behind the video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Actually, no, I think it's the next seat. See, every seat you sit in now, it'll look like the middle. Yeah. Thank you for letting us know.
I didn't hear anything. I just saw you guys walk right there, and I found it really nice.
I appreciate it.
Regarding this event, please note the following. Smoking is not permitted in the auditorium or throughout the building. Please disable all cell phones, emails, or other electronic devices. Food and beverages are not permitted. The use of cameras and recording equipment is strictly prohibited in the auditorium. Thank you for your cooperation. Enjoy the program.
Who has been working behind the scenes with me to work on finding these amazing awardees and helping bring them here. They are Robin Carr, Joy O'Day, Wendy Matthews, Carol Dawn Reinhardt, Ginger Turner, Sally Skillman, and Susan Slaughter. Let's give them a big round. On the wall in the lobby by the Pioneer table. That was created by Sally Skillman, so I would like to thank her and give them all one more big round of applause. It's part of our mission to honor what has gone before and to make sure that it's never forgotten. So we now have our second of the two Beacon Awards for this conference. For the 2014 IWBC conference, the organization introduced a new award given to women who have been beacons of light for those around them in the fields of performance and education. These women influence so many generations of musicians through their careers sharing the art of performance and have stood for the values of equity, perseverance, and excellence. Tonight, the IWBC honors trombonist Mildred Kemp, holding bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of Louisville School of Music. Mildred began her career as a member of the Louisville Symphony Orchestra before moving to New York, where she played with Broadway shows with the Goldman Band and the American Symphony Orchestra under Leopold Stokowski. As a beacon of light, Mildred also had a 22-year career as educator and role model in public school, and she continues to work with students today in university life. To present this award, I am thrilled to welcome IWBC pioneer Carol Dawn Reinhardt to the stage.
Good evening. In 1966, when I left Juilliard and started working in New York City, there were only 2 other women brass musicians working in that city. Sharon Moe, who has been honored for her work here as a pioneer, and Mildred Kemp, Millie, on trombone. All 3 of us were in Stokowski's American Symphony Orchestra together. I first got to know Millie and really became her friend when we were in the Boston Women's Symphony together in the summer of 1965. We were to play concerts on the Esplanade in Boston. And that was quite an experience for us too, with the first time with all women. But basically, we were the only 3 brass musicians from New York, which was rather strange. But anyway, I'd always meet Sharon and Millie wherever we were freelancing. At some point, Millie decided she had 2 beautiful daughters and that she wanted to spend more time with them, and freelancing and musicals, getting home late at night, made it difficult to be with her daughters as much, so she switched to school music. But it's a real personal thrill. By the way, I'd like to welcome Christine as the youngest daughter, who was one of the reasons for please stand and get an IWBC welcome. But it's with great personal pleasure again that I give this award to my friend Mildred Kim, and one of the 3 musketeers from the women's brass players of New York in the 1960s. Mildred.
article that I wrote because I feel it so strongly. I would like to express my warm and sincere feeling of gratitude for the help, kindness, and things that have been given to me by everyone in this room. There is truly a wonderful feeling of love and sincere all around. Of course, I am very happy and proud to receive this Beacon Award, and so I say many thanks to all of you.
The IWBC President's Award honors those who have been steadfast supporters of our activities and mission on this, our 25th anniversary. We salute these award winners for showcasing true professionalism and living their lives with a dedication to equality and service. We are so lucky to have two outstanding board members who served a vital role which stretched over the previous several years, serving as conference coordinators for this event, working together with our Rowan site hosts, Brian, Lindsay, and Amy. Without that conference team, we would not be here. So please welcome Jan and Amy to the stage, and give them a big for the work and dedication in presenting the 25th Annual International Women's Brass Conference, Rowan University, Glassboro, New Jersey, June 10, 2017. To talk to you each evening and to see you in the halls as I was rushing hither and yon, and it will be sad to be in North Carolina without you all next week. I want to thank you again for making this a very special week for me. Thank you.
That is a huge, huge honor for Monarch Brass, and to be recognized as such. We had an audience that when they told us, well, how many programs should we print? And it was a 10:30 in the morning performance. And they said, oh, about 600. So we thought, well, okay, we'll print 1,000 just to round it up, just in case, people are awake and they actually come. We didn't really know who to expect, how many to expect. Well, the ballroom we had was 2,000 seats. We thought, 6,000 people, or 600 people is going to look awfully teeny in here. We opened the doors, and to our utter amazement, first of all, we ran out of programs, and it was standing room only. To the right of me was given this wonderful plaque. Now, Mallory Thompson was our conductor for those last 3 performances, and it does have her name on here. And this is the plaque they give at the Midwest Clinic, and it was presented to Susan Slaughter. And I'm just going to read it and re-present it to her tonight. Midwest Clinic, International Band and Orchestra Conference, Monarch Brass, Mallory Thompson conductor, for an outstanding performance at the 70th Annual Midwest Clinic International Band and Orchestra Conference, McCormick Place West, Thursday, December 15th, 2016.
Thank you all very much. It has been very exciting that Monarch Brass was getting so much recognition. And as you all know, in 1993, we didn't know each other, and in 1996, we had our first Monarch Brass tour. So I'm indebted to all of these groups who have come at their own expense to come to the conference. We've had this same arrangement all along, and I'm so blessed that there's so many people that want to do this. And passing the torch off to these ladies, it's very exciting to hear the quality of playing, and it just keeps spiking and getting better and better and better. So tonight, please welcome Monarch Brass and the conductor, Michelle Rakers. Monarch Brass.
so much. And especially thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's a great honor for me to be here to conduct this fine group of musicians, and a big honor. So I thank IWBC for that opportunity. That opening piece, Ascent to the Summit, written by Islas. She is a horn player and arranger with the United States Air Force Band in Washington, D.C. And she wrote that piece just recently in 2016. It was a winner at the Dallas Winds Fanfare Competition. And I believe it was premiered in November in 2016. So is she here this evening? I've heard she's here tonight. Tara? Oh, there you are. Right. We're going to continue with the work of Fisher Tull, one of my favorite works for this kind of ensemble, The Binding. Fisher Tull served as a professor at Sam Houston University in Texas for many years. He was kind of a landmark in the education world. He was an award-winning composer and educator. So this piece, The Binding, is based upon two hymn tunes, Deirdre and St. Patrick's Breastplate. And the title comes from some of the text in the latter hymn, out of binding oneself to the Trinity. So we'll continue with Fisher Tull's The Binding. going to move on to something a little more calming. A piece by Kevin Putz, Pulitzer Prize winning composer for his opera Silent Night that was premiered with Minnesota Opera. He wrote this, he composed this work originally for string quartet, or it was conceived from string quartet, and arranged for brass. And he attributed it to Stanton Short, who was a huge supporter, I should say, of the arts, especially the California Symphony, when Kevin was a young composer in residence out in California. So we'll move on to Elegy. time to tell you there's a slight change in the program. We are adding an intermission. There are more things to be, for you to be informed about, I should say, at the intermission. So we'll close this first half with a work by Anne McGinty, and we will come back with the Dorothy Gates piece. We are switching the order of the program a little bit. Anne McGinty is a very prolific composer, primarily for wind band. She's been commissioned by some of the most premier bands in the United States, but from bands from all 50 of our states. This particular piece called Equinox, she was inspired by the equinox, which is the sun passing over the equator twice a year, which occurs twice a year, where you have equal day and equal night. And you can then figure out the titles, I suppose, of the movements there. But her feeling with equal day and equal night was to use the cylindrical instruments opposing the conical instruments. Us being all brass players, I don't need to inform you of that. You can figure it out.
tell us what happened, what the result was. So we've got Susan joining us, Ginger Turner, and Wendy Matthews. Give them a big hand.
Have we had a fantastic conference? So I would like to invite up on stage the people who competed in the finals on Friday. So if you could please come up and let's give them a round of applause for the decision, and I know a lot of competitions people say that, but I was in the war room and it is totally true. There was a lot of deliberation and there were some wonderful, wonderful contestants, and the top of the iceberg is what you see right here. For this competition, they were judged against a standard, so that does not mean that everybody gets first, second, and third place. We look at people that are who are ready to be in service bands, are ready to come into orchestras, are ready to start beginning thinking about developing their soloistic talents. So we're going to get right to the awards, because I'm sure you guys are really worried about that, right? Yes. Okay, awesome. So first we're going to give the award for the mock auditions finals. And in this category, there was not a first place winner. However, there was there was not first or third. However, there was a second place winner, and that person was Eric Henson on bass trombone, and he's unable to be here this evening.
Give him a hand.
Give him a hand. So we're also very excited. This is the first year that we had our ensemble competition, and it was absolutely spectacular. We had 8 ensembles compete in a very, very, very high level. 5 went on to the finals, and I'm going to now announce in reverse order who won. So for third place, the group is our host group, Rowan University Trumpet Ensemble. Catching his breath, the second place winners were the Blue Bonnet Trio, and they're on a plane right now from Texas. Okay, is everybody ready for the final winner of the prize of first place $5,000 is going to be awarded? Can I stretch this a little longer? Okay, I'm going. It's the University of Delaware Trumpet. We're going to start with category 2, 25 and older, and again, I'm going to go in reverse order. So we'd like to give the first prize, not the first prize, but the actual prize of honorable mention to Tubas Preston Light. And the third prize, playing my favorite instrument, the trumpet, Margit Kazame. The second prize is trombonist David Binder. Bass trombonist Eric Hansen. And now on to category 1, which is 24 and older. Again, a very, very tough competition. And the judges have awarded honorable mention to Meredith Fuller, tuba. Goes to Zachary Marley, euphonium. And we're getting closer. The second prize goes to Stephen Kastraki. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, but you're getting a lot of money, the euphonium player as well. Not least, first prize of $5,000 is to Alexander Walden, trombone. At the registration desk. So one more applause for all of our wonderful finalists. We'd like to have you have a photo. So if you will follow the directions of the photographers and scooch back a little into the light, we're going to have one last quick little photo. Go ahead. So these students behind me have been working when all of the rest of their partners went on break, and they've been practicing hard now that it's summer, and they look great, they sound great, and I hope they've had a great week. Let's give them another big round of applause. Thank you, everyone. You may see. We are excited to announce the creation of the IWBC Peggy Turner Young Artist Award. Created in memory of the mother of board member Ginger Turner, this annual award will be given to one female brass student between the ages of 12 and 18. A music teacher or private instructor must nominate students, and a committee will choose the winner. The Young Artist Awardee will receive a one-year membership to the IWBC and be featured in our newsletter and on our website. In addition, Ginger Turner has donated $200 for this annual award, and Dylan Music has graciously matched that amount. We are thrilled to be able to offer each Young Artist recipient a $400 gift card to Dylan Music, and we thank Steve Dillon and his team for their support of the IWBC. We also wish to thank
all of our wonderful vendors for joining us at this conference, and we look forward to more collaborations in the future. Let's give them a round of applause. For the next IWBC conferences. We have had 2 fantastic venues to consider for our 2019 conference, 2 years. We wanted to say yes to both, and so we are, by tentatively determining our next 2 conference locations. So I am pleased to share that we will hold our 2019 IWBC conference at Arizona State University with Deanna Swoboda as our host. 2 years from then, in 2021, it is tentative that we will travel to the University of North Texas to be hosted by Natalie Mannix. And inspirational conferences for years to come. Thank you so much.
Hello again. So for each conference, the IWBC will commission new works for the medium. So we're going to premiere this work commissioned by the IWBC, a work by Dorothy Gates, very familiar with the brass medium. She's a trombonist who hails from Belfast, Northern Ireland. She is significant within the realm of the Salvation Army, as she holds a position as senior music producer in the Eastern Territory in New York, and she's the first woman to hold that position. So some other works you may have heard already of hers have been playing around, quite popular. But for now, it's been a joy working with her in the last couple days and getting to know her and getting to know her work more. I'd like to introduce you to Dorothy Gates and have her say a few words about her piece. So, Dorothy.
Thank you, Major. And thank you, Monarch. Oh my goodness, you're incredible. It's been so much fun being with you in rehearsal. And IWBC, thank you for inviting me here, and thank you for this tremendous opportunity. I just have to pinch myself. It is real, and yeah, thank you. Eternally grateful. The piece you're about to hear had its origins in water, so to speak. I miss the water. I live in Warwick, New York, which is about a good hour and a half from the ocean. When I lived in Belfast, the ocean was 5 minutes away. And so I miss that. And for this piece, I chose to go to a place that I love, which is the Strangford Loch. And in that loch, there are many currents. 3 of them you're going to sort of hear tonight in musical form. Eddies are circular in nature, and if you get caught in one of those in a boat, you're in deep trouble. So the material that you'll hear is circular in nature, the melodic material, the rhythms, and you may even feel like you're getting a bit dizzy, and that's sort of what I wanted to do, so hopefully nobody will pass out. The second movement is ebb, and it's a little more self-explanatory, just a nice gentle ebb, and the final movement is flow. No explanation needed. So, this is it. Thank you.
So we'll bring it back down for you, because I know you're on a big high. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. We're going to go on to a tune taken from an old opera, Purcell's Dido and Aeneas. And I just want to share the story to make sure I bring you down thoroughly. In a way, it also kind of cracks me up. It's an old poem about a Trojan warrior, Aeneas, who is sailing to Italy, but his little boat gets off course, and he ends up in Africa. And while there, he falls in love with the queen, Dido, and they have a torrid affair, but he's true to his mission, and he gets back on that ship and continues on to find Italy. And sadly, her heart is broken, right? And this is towards the end of the opera, clearly. You'll find out why. Some of you know. She decides to kill herself, but not just that. She has her servants build a pyre on the beach so that Aeneas can see her burning. Yeah, something to think about while we're playing this beautiful, lovely little song for you. Anyway, it is beautiful. It's an arrangement by a friend of mine in Denmark, Lars Olsen. So we'll continue with Purcell's Dido and Aeneas. So we'll conclude our program here with a fantastic suite. Shostakovich, known more for his symphonies, he's a great symphonist, but he wrote music for roughly 40 films, and the Gadfly being one of them. And this will be our final salute to you. The orchestral suite contains 12 movements, but this particular arrangement by Stephen Verhaert contains 5 of the movements, and of course the famous Romance is included as well. So I once again want to thank wholeheartedly the IWBC for this invitation, this wonderful opportunity to work with this talent. So just one more round of applause for this talent. Thank you very much.
Thank you.